Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Antonio Talks. Today I want to talk about attitude and how it determines our direction. It's a very simple premise, but difficult for me to believe in, difficult for me to be consistent in, because every day we have different factors that are affecting us, whether it's work, whether it's our relationships, whether it's your personal surroundings, whether it's the society, whether it's coronavirus, whether it's economics, whatever it may be. All these things play a part in defining how we approach our day. All these things play a part in defining how we move forward in our weeks or move towards whatever it is that we want to achieve. So it's very interesting, this thing, attitude. We often give it as a negative context, so you'll basically say, oh, you've got an attitude, or stop giving me attitude, this, that and the other. Whatever it may be, attitude does determine our direction. So we need to now start seeing attitude as something that can also be a positive thing. So how do we do that? How do we get ourselves into not just a positive attitude, but an attitude that is geared towards prosperity, is geared towards achievement, is geared towards, treating others kindly, is geared towards a lot of these things that make us feel good, but we don't put ourselves into that mindset, we don't put ourselves into that attitude. So how do we do that? Number one, daily, make sure that you have planned a day. Now, I know that seems a bit like OCD, or it seems like, why are you telling me to plan my day, or whatever, and you don't need to take this advice, it's totally down to you. But if you plan your day daily, or not daily, but if you plan your day the day before, the next day of course, I hope you're following me. If you plan the day the next day, if you plan the next day the day before, what's actually happening is you're putting into your mind certain things that you need to achieve. You're highlighting to yourself ahead of time that this is the stuff that's going on that day. Whether it's bake a cake, whether it's go for a walk, whether it's take the dog out, whatever. But you're putting into your mind that these are the things that need to happen the next day, so you're not so reactive. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, what do I do today? What am I going to do? So you're not so reactive. You're basically in a place of, right, I know what I've got to do. It's already there. Just go to my list of things I need to do. It could be 3 things, could be 1 thing, whatever it is. Then you start ticking it off. When you're ticking that things off, it makes you feel good. So your mindset feels better. Your attitude is better. Your attitude is one of knowing, one of understanding the day, instead of one of what am I going to do today. So that's number 1. Number 2, focus on the things that you're grateful for. Now, again, this may sound like some hippie mambo jumbo, but it's not. This stuff really, really is about when you start looking at all the things that surround in your life right now that you're thankful for: family, the job you have, the job you're gonna get, your skill sets, your house, your home, your food, anything like that surrounding you that you are fortunate to have. When you focus on that, you start to feel that abundance, because ultimately, if we just look around ourselves and we see what we actually have, there is a lot of things to be grateful for. Yes, we all want something. Everyone is striving for something. We're humans. We desire stuff all the time. And, if you're focusing on what you don't have, then I'm of the opinion that you're going to attract more of what you don't want. But if you focus on what you do have, you attract more of what you want. It sounds crazy, but I don't really care if you guys use these tips or not. They work. I don't mind if you don't use them, but if you do start using them, I think you'll see a difference. Number 3, give everyone your best. Now, it's easy to go out with a bad attitude, or stressed or pissed off attitude towards other people because you perceive them as harming you in your position, or whatever it may be. But why not start focusing on what you can give first? So give people your best. Be the change you want to see in the world. This is what Gandhi spoke about. So give people a smile. If you look in the mirror with an angry face, you're going to get one back, right? So why not try and give people a smile? Raise your frequency in that manner, which brings me to number 4. Raise your frequency. Now, this is Monday, okay? It's Monday. It's not necessarily the most easiest day to get into, even for me. And I try and say remain positive and all that sort of stuff, but Mondays are quite, just to get back into that momentum. So it's important that you raise your frequency. And this is the last thing that you actually want to do. It's the last thing you want to do. But blare a song that you really love. Blare some music that's high energy, that gets you going. start shaking your body, move your body, like literally move around. Get yourself into a different frequency, a different vibe, and then you're going to approach life in that way. This is pretty much the main thing, really, is getting yourself into a frequency which is a good attitude. When you do these things, just try them. When you do these things, you'll notice that people and situations and life just sort of changes slightly, especially when you're in a different frequency. You ever remember when you're in that good vibe, that good zone, and everything's going your way? It's the same thing, and that frequency can be tapped into. So all you need to do is raise your frequency by doing these 4 things. 3 things, which leads to the 4th thing, which is raise your frequency. So that's my suggestions for getting yourself into a good attitude. Your attitude is your direction, guys. I'm doing these videos regularly, so subscribe, like, comment, dislike, whatever it may be. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode. Have a fantastic week.